Good day to you lovely people, it's David Anthony, the creepy bard, coming to you from Tel Dor, which is north of Caesarea and south of Haifa. Now, where Caesarea was a tourist attraction with lots of signs and lots of little restaurants around to help you out, this is actually an active archaeological site. If you look over here, you can see where they've been digging, and you've got the little bags of sand on top of where they've been, so as to prevent it from being eroded to undo all the work that they've done, and also to prevent any destruction to any artifacts they haven't actually found yet. So, there are no signs around here. I mean, aside from these ones, the signs that say hazard, you might fall and kill yourself. So, as a result, I do not have any helpful hints to let me know of when something was built or what something was to be able to tell you. So everything I'm going to be telling you from here on in is a bit of an educated guess, except for the following thing. This is Tel Dor. Tel Dor was an ancient city, the ancient city of Dor. If you look out there, there's the harbour. Now, unlike Caesarea, which was an artificial harbour, this is a naturally occurring harbour. So this hill up here that I'm going to be taking you to was settled by the Canaanites long time ago. So we're talking like 4,000 years ago. And then after the Canaanites, the Phoenicians came and they settled the area. And then after the Phoenicians, the Israelites came and they settled the area. According to the Bible, the city of Dor was a city that was built up by Solomon. As we're passing here, you can see all these rocks, lovely rocks, but those aren't just rocks, those are stones. And if you look down that way, you can see what I believe to be a building over there. Side note, at this point, everything I've told you about Dor so far, that's all I know for certain. Everything else is going to be educated guesses. So, I am guessing, from the look of this, that we are looking at a residential area of the ancient city. This is definitely pre-Roman, pre-Greek, pre-Babylonian. This is at least ancient Israelite, possibly ancient Canaanite. I'm not sure. I am guessing. There are no signs to tell me anything aside from how dangerous it is and how I'm likely to fall. Side note, isn't that a pretty sight over there? The sun just kind of setting over the horizon. Just wanted to mention that. So, coming along over here, we've got more of the city. This is more of the city of Dor as it has been uncovered. Unfortunately, I can't get past the wire fence, not without getting arrested. So, you see these stones over here? Again, not sure exactly when these are from. They might be Israelite, they might be Canaanite, they might be Phoenician. I'm not really sure, but either way, it's fascinating to look at because these are things that are at least 3,000 years old. This, and that I can definitely say for certain. I feel fairly comfortable in making the assertion that the things that we are looking at here are at least around 3,000 years old, maybe 2,500 years old at the youngest. So look over here. I believe that we are again looking at a residential area of the city. I believe that what we are seeing are rooms. This is some sort of bedroom area, and up in front ahead of that would be the living quarters. Between that little upright stone is what's left of a lintel that has collapsed. And then it goes out there and you got the little portico that leads out to the street. Again, this is all speculation based on my shoddy understanding of archaeology. I am not an expert. I just pretend to be. Another lovely view of the harbour. There it is, that beautiful harbour. And you get a good view looking down at the harbour, which is why this hill was so important to be settled and why people wanted to live here. Over on the other side of the hill, by the way, I'm taking you off to the north side of the hill. There's some more ruins over there. Isn't that gorgeous? Yes. Now, these huge stones over here, I'm not certain if those are fortification stones or if those are foundation stones, like that's some sort of retaining wall that's meant to hold all of this earth behind it. But it might be fortification, might be a retaining wall, not certain. Also, considering how big those stones are, there's part of me that wants to suspect that those might be Roman. Again, I am not an expert. I don't know what I'm talking about. But it's lovely all the same, and I still want to show it to you because it's pretty. Down by the harbour over there, you see that little platform down there, made of the darker stones. Let's see, yeah, right here on the camera. Over there. Yeah, I can do this. I can't reach that far, but the further ones out, the darker ones. Those stones, I believe, are some sort of foundation for possibly a fortress, possibly a palace, possibly the docks of the harbour itself. I'm not sure. And again, those might be later. Those might be Roman for all I know. Whereas the ones over on that side were I believe, either Israelite or possibly Canaanite or maybe Phoenician. The ones over here possibly maybe Roman. Again, not an expert. all the same, lovely places here. We got a little pathway going up here. We got more little houses, little rooms. I think you can see that a little doorway with some little alcoves in the wall where you might have put things. Basically, an old version of a closet, except usually put out there is little idols and that you have the little gods so that you can pray to them. Again, not an expert. This is all speculation. Going up the hill, there's another big, rather large little area over there, if you can see it, way up on the, I'm not getting that camera angle right there. Yes, that one right there, up on the hill, that's the one we're looking at. This thing right here, I am pretty sure that is either a temple or a palace, because frankly, it looks far too big to just be a private residence of a normal human being. So I'm guessing that is what that is. I might get a better look at it. I'm gonna go get a better look at it. This is gonna be a long video. I don't really care, because I don't know enough to be able to do little videos where I can give you accurate information. This is all me guessing and making it up as I go along. So here's a better look. There you go, a nice better look of that big structure there. Again, possibly a temple, considering how large it is, or possibly a palace. And again, I think that is probably not Roman, probably Israelite, maybe Phoenician, but I might be wrong. I have no bloody idea whatsoever. Now I'm going to bring you up to this top thing way up here, because when we go up here, first of all, it's a great view and you've got to see it. It's getting windy as hell up here. It's fantastic. Now you'll notice beneath my feet there are some very clearly modern stones here. That's modern. That's all modern. See, you've got iron reinforcement in there, steel reinforcement rather. All modern stuff there. And I think, but I might be wrong, that was probably built by the British back during the mandatory period. If we go further up here, you'll notice all these ruins to the back of me. Those, I think, might be Crusader in origin. I don't know. I'm guessing. Got some more over here. Again, we've got some more modern, very modern, possibly British, possibly Israeli, not sure. But isn't this a lovely view? It's windy as hell up here, but dang it, I love it. Look at that. Isn't that grand? There you can see what might be an ancient harbour, what might be the foundation stones of an ancient fortress or palace. Not really sure, but either way, it's a gorgeous view. And if you look over here on the other side of me, on this side, you can see the whole harbour down there and the town beyond. That is just gorgeous. And I think that even though I have no idea what I'm looking at, well, a sort of idea, even though I'm not an expert, even though there are no signs to let me in on what the heck is going on and where I am and what I'm doing, even though I am pretty much making this all up, for this view, this whole thing is worth it. See you next time. Good day to you lovely people, it's David Anthony, the creepy bard, coming to you from the outskirts of Tel Dor. Tel Dor, the place I showed you before, that's up in front of me. Behind me is a temple to Apollo that was found here in the outskirts of Tel Dor. It is a much newer structure than the stuff I was showing you earlier. This was made during the Roman period and then eventually converted into a church. And I know that this is a temple to Apollo that was eventually converted into a church because I finally found a sign. Yes, I found a sign, and here it even has plans. That was the original temple that was built first, and then the new temple that was built on top of it, and then eventually the church that was built on top of all of that. And there it is right there. I actually found something that I know what it is because I found a sign. See you soon.